What's up, guys? Gil from LG here, and if you didn't know, we're coming to you live on the launch day of the all-new LG G6 with LG Unboxed! Oh my goodness! We have applause, we have some balloons. Oh, look at those balloons! Guys, I don't know why you're applauding me, but I will take it. Thank you so much. Oh, look, we're having fun. Now, I hope you enjoyed our Shot on LG intro. Keep posting pictures and videos shot on your LG smartphones with the hashtag ShotOnLG for a chance to be featured. Now, I'm sure you've spent the morning poring all over the LG G6 news, so we're going to do something a little bit different today. We'll give a brief overview of some of the cool new things the G6 can do, then I'll ask our special guests for their take. Also, I have special guests this time. I am moving up, yeah. Okay, so first, let's do some brief introductions. We have Becky Yee, our photographer extraordinaire, and Eric Arriola, and he's our go-to guy for what it's like to really leverage your LG phone every day. Now, before we get started, we are in fact giving away an LG G6 later.
Nice.
All right, let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the LG G6. But actually, let's do this right. Let's actually unbox, use the name of this, and unbox an LG G6. Grab your phones here. Ooh. Oh,
nice.
this looks
I'm
nice
excited.
coming out of the box. Let me make sure this looks all nice and settled for us here. I'll put this right up here. Now, this, let me show this to you. All right, now as you can see, it looks like a standard size phone. It fits so well in my hand, but even though it has such a big screen, metal and Gorilla Glass body, dual rear cameras, and a lot more we're going to get into a bit later. But the first thing I want to talk about is actually on the inside. It's the battery. Okay, I'm just going to get it out there right in the open, right off the start. It is no longer removable, but I've got to tell you, I've been playing with this bad mama jama for a couple of weeks now, and I gotta say, I haven't really missed it. But let me tell you why. Now, last year, battery safety became a huge issue in the smartphone community. I think you guys know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
LG figures an ounce of caution goes a long way. So LG rebuilt the internal structure to allow for better heat management, including an all-new heat pipe and 3 temperature sensors, all designed to give you greater peace of mind. That's cool. We're all sleeping so well at night now that we have the LG G6. Then, when we sent it out for international testing, and when it passed, we tested it even more. And we couldn't stop testing the battery. We tested it, and now I'm just charged up thinking about it. Well, metaphorically speaking, obviously. I'm not plugged in at the moment, yes. Oh, but in between testing, we struck a balance between reliability and power, increasing the density and beefing up the size of this baby to 3,300 milliamperes, throwing in quick and wireless charging, and boom, we have a battery I can clearly ramble on too long about. So let me ask the panel, maybe we'll just kind of go down the line here. And what's your favorite thing to do on the phone that is like kind of super battery intensive? Let's start with Becky right here.
Well, definitely I'm on set all day, so 10 or 12 hours I'm out, and usually when you're on location, there's no place you can plug the phone in.
Absolutely.
So it's really important to have a battery life that will last all day. I mean, one time I was even in Iceland on the top of a mountain in the middle of winter. And, you know, at the end of the set, maybe you want to catch like the perfect sunset, and you want to make sure that the battery is there so we can capture that moment.
Yeah, as a professional, I'm sure you don't want to be thinking about something last minute as in like capturing that perfect picture with the perfect light. And now as we have our everyday user here, what is what's super intensive? Maybe some apps or something like that?
Yeah, for me, it's gaming, it's apps, it's social media. Like, I like being able to go on my phone and use it pretty much all day throughout the day. And one thing that I can't stand is leaving apps open and then it draining your battery. Like, then you have to worry about bringing things, more equipment, and it's just like, it becomes just more daunting to my life. And I'm happy for a battery that doesn't die right away. That to me is really cool.
As I'm hearing here, we don't need to be multitasking. The G6 is the one that's multitasking for us. And actually, another cool thing I wanted to say, just as we have unboxed this, that the phone also has Google Assistant, which if you know about it, you know that it's really, really exciting. And it works seamlessly with a bunch of Google and Android apps, and even Google Home. That's why you can see that bar right there. All right, we'll be digging into the LG G6's guts later. I swear we'll get into it, but right now, let's talk about how this phone is great for the accident-prone people among us.
Amen.
Now, I'm not pointing fingers. Okay, maybe our panel is pointing fingers, but now the LG G6 packs an IP68 water and dust resistance. If you don't know what that means, that's actually 2 ratings. It's a 6. 60, you get it. Okay, it's a 6, which is the highest level of dust resistance,
Nice.
and an 8, which, can
That's
you guess?
good.
The highest level of water resistance
Yep.
on the standard scale, which means it is protected from water to a depth of up to 5 feet for 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Long
good.
story short, that means if you accidentally get the G6 wet or overly dusty or something, probably going to be okay.
Yes.
So, Becky, I'll feed this one to you. I don't know how many outdoor shoots you've been on. You mentioned Iceland there. But how ready are you to think your phone is capable of withstanding those outdoor climates, or is it something that's kind of a passive thought for you?
Well, I mean, I actually shoot a lot of swimwear, so we actually shoot a lot on like, pools, and there's lots of water, and it's also in extreme heat. So we're outside the whole entire day in the hot sun, and like sometimes accidentally people will like push you in the pool if they're horsing around or at the end of the day, and it's really good to know that this phone can like get into the pool, get wet, and you still pull it out of your pocket and it's okay.
Right, so it sounds like the G6 is making it easier for you to not have to think about durability every step of the way because it already has that locked in there for you. But let's shoot this to Eric. As someone who may be traveling or something like that,
Yeah,
what does durability and water and dust resistant mean to you?
Durability means a lot to me because I love traveling. I love going away. Even when I'm home and I'm talking, like playing around with my family, playing around with my nephew, it's important that I have things that last a little bit longer. But in terms of traveling, like sometimes you go somewhere and you may be, like my family's from Honduras and we like going over there. We go to the beach, we go to the pool, we go to all these different things. And then sometimes it's like, you might drop things in water, and so the more money that I can save, I'm not mad at that, so thank you, LG. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one last thing I'll say about this as well is that we have a phablet-sized screen on a regular-sized body, so I'm actually not dropping it just because it's too big in my hand. And I know I might be a little tall, but I'm holding this very comfortably as compared to other larger phones. So you're getting the best of both worlds.
So it's big, but not overbearing, which is cool.
Exactly right. But even though if it were, which it isn't, if it were overbearing, I'm dropping it and I'm not worried about it. So it's awesome. It's pretty amazing. Also, I don't want to kick up any dust, and I know Android is all about nothing but love. But I will say this, the LG G6 still has a headphone jack.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay, I think my panel is actually on the same page with me here. Some people may see that they see that feature and they, see it kind of changing in new directions. But I've been known to rock the LG Tone wireless headset, so I get the whole Bluetooth thing. But I mean, come on, something about not having the option bugs me. And I got some nice headphones too. Sometimes over the ear, they can be Bluetooth as well. But I don't want to have to put them through an adapter. Let's say if they run out of battery, they have that cord that'll help it run without the battery power. I don't want to have to, worry about not being able to listen to what I want to listen to. So, Eric, we'll go back to you for this one. As an everyday user, what does it mean to still have that headphone jack in there?
Well, to me, it's so important because I like variety, I like options, I like being able to go to my phone and let's say, for instance, if I had headphones, I can use them. And then not everybody's up to the technology. So let's say, for instance, I'm in a friend's car and I want to play music and now I can't because there's no audio jack and I can't connect into the car. Like now I'm making my friend look bad because they don't have a Bluetooth. It just turns into a huge
And then you
mess.
lose the role of designated
Yes,
DJ.
I'm trying to be the DJ, and if I can't do that, then that's a problem. But on a serious note, it's just cool to be able to use the things that I already have. I understand people trying to take it to a different direction, but I don't think that that's necessary.
Yeah, I think definitely
please.
you need the option
Yes.
of having both the Bluetooth and a jack, because one time I was even on set and someone wanted to play a song that they'd written and for everyone, but we couldn't play it through the PA because there wasn't a jack.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll
messed up.
speak to myself with, my parents. They're not always the most technologically advanced
Preach.
as well.
Yeah.
The headphone jack makes sure that the technology they do have is still up to date with the really great technology I've now put into their hands. So any kind of adoptive users to the LG G6, someone looking at this and going like, wow, this is actually a cool way to step up, you're still going to be able to incorporate that and use this with all of the things you've had before this. I think that's a really cool thing. That's probably why we applauded when I said it still has a headphone jack.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll speak
Absolutely.
for all of us when I say that.
Yes.
Actually, my producer is telling me that you guys are chomping at the bit to see these bad boys in action. So let's get it popping and really get into this screen. Before that, though, one quick reminder. Do not forget to send in your comments so you are entered to win an LG G6. It is a 6, folks. It's brand new. I'm even lightly spitting for some reason, and I'm shouting now. And I'm sorry. I'm very excited.
It is that exciting.
It's
cool.
exciting.
Thank you.
We forgive
I
you.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. This is why I have a panel now. Okay, let me get this out right now. The screen is huge. Actually, we may need a side-by-side. Let me switch hands here. A side-by-side comparison with another phone to see how big it really is. It's pretty awesome. Let me show you this here. And as you see, I have another smartphone here. And I want you guys to check out the screen-to-body ratio here. The LG G6 is about 80% screen-to-body, which we've done by reducing the size of the bezel. That's that metal part on the end there. Yeah, it makes that screen huge. That means you get a phone that's easy to handle with a big, beautiful display. Yeah, I can see it right there for myself. And I'm sure you guys saw the announcement, but you know that the G6 comes with Dolby Vision.
Nice.
Dolby Vision is Dolby's process for reproducing color and contrast. And, actually, I shouldn't even have to be talking about this. Do we have the video? Okay, this is great. Instead of me talking about it, let's have a video that illustrates it perfectly.
Cool.
Enjoy. And since tonight is the end of award season, let's ask the panel, what movie do you think is going to clean up tonight, Eric?
Ooh, I don't know. I think the competition is pretty stiff,
Yep.
but there's fences, there's hidden figures. I don't know. All I know is that if I was a judge, I'd have a tough job tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
I absolutely love La La Land.
Yeah, absolutely. And I had mentioned Dolby
Yes.
Vision right before we had cut to our
yeah.
video there. But what I really wanted to say is that La La Land, and I love that you brought that up. Thank you so much. I was waiting for it. That it was shot in Dolby Vision as well, which is actually the exact same way that you're going to see it in theaters or on a certified electronic device, which is exactly the LG G6. So one thing you may notice about this screen is that it is wider than you're used to seeing on smartphones. And that gives it a relatively unique aspect ratio. This will perk your ears, guys. 18:9, or 2:1. As a professional photographer, I'm sure that piques your interest. You may recognize this format as it's one of the many of your, it's the one that's in your favorite movies, and then they have always kind of pretty much been filmed in a 2:1 ratio. So what this means for you is that the combination of 18:9 aspect ratio and Dolby Vision helps you get closer to a truly cinematic experience that you could expect at the theater. So panel, let me ask you again, 18:9, it's more for social feeds, more for room for pictures, more room for movies, more room for everything. So what does an 18:9 mean in terms of kind of a big change for the industry? Let's go professional here.
I mean, definitely the 18:9 is really, really great because a lot of the final usage of photos and video for websites is actually quite banner. You know, for websites, it's very long. So actually, I can crop in camera, and I don't have to guess where it's going to be cropped. I don't have to imagine. I can already see where the cropping is. I can compose a shot exactly the way I want the final use to be.
Right. You know, the output is exactly what
absolutely.
you're seeing that they're going to see. Probably helps in post-production as well.
Yeah, it's much
Eric,
shorter.
As a regular user as well, what does that mean for you for social media or as a content creator?
Yeah, as a content creator, it's so important to me to have videos that are attention-grabbing and videos that are good. So when I have this big of a screen, I can catch things and capture things that I want to see, but also that I want to share with my audience. I don't know. I think that it's really dope and really cool, and not only for content, but also being able to watch videos and play games and seeing things on a bigger screen, because I'm not trying to go blind, but I think that that's pretty dope and cool.
No, it's fantastic,
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
just quicker. I mean, you can get everything, you can shoot it, and you can like send it out much quicker.
Send it out knowing that someone's going to be able to watch it in the way that you intended for them to watch
so
it.
important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's 2-to-1 ratio, and that's pretty awesome. Again, I want to reintroduce, we have Becky Yee here, who is our photographer aficionado, and we have Eric Arriola, who is our everyday LG user that is making this more relatable to you for the LG G6. And you know what? We're still excited. That's why we have balloons still falling. Don't forget to send in those comments, and one lucky commenter will win an LG G6 when it hits the market. Okay, one quick pick with the wide-angle rear camera. I have been excited about this feature. Right here. Oh, smile. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are photogenic. We have a nice photo there. And let me get a wide-angle camera. We're going to 125 degrees. That is wonderful. And then, of course, because it's me and I am the host, I will love to take a selfie with you guys.
Selfie.
Ready? Perfect. And that was wide angle as well on the front wide angle camera, which is awesome. And actually, a couple more things that I wanted to show you that is a pretty cool feature is manual mode is back. Manual mode, I've talked extensively about that in our former unboxed features, and it's been one of the coolest things, but a new feature is actually called square camera mode. That's going to really beef up what you can do. So as we see here, I have my face here. We have our auto mode, and we're going to click on square. Now, I'm going to turn it around and take one more picture of you guys. Smile. Perfect. And you see right at the bottom, if we're paired up on the screen, I'm going to still show you, we have a preview of the photo that we just took, and it's ready right at the bottom of the screen. So you know, everybody takes a perfect selfie the first time, right?
No.
No, absolutely not. But this way you can preview without wasting all that time going back and forth to your pictures and all of that stuff. This is a really, really cool feature, and I'm actually trying out a new catchphrase here, Neato Burrito.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it. My panel is still supportive. I love it. You guys are great. These are some really nice cameras on this phone, and it's pretty awesome. So when you still see this manual mode here, how exciting is that for you as a professional?
I mean, I absolutely love manual modes because when I shoot in like really bright sunlight and the model is backlit, it's really great to be able to control it manually so I get exactly the exposure that I want, not what the camera wants.
Right, and so as you see manual mode give you this specificity, does that remind you of the more technologically advanced?
It's more like the cameras, the professional cameras that I use.
Exactly right. So you're going to have that specificity there that you're looking for, but also, we also know this isn't just a camera, that this is also a multifaceted like social media device. You can communicate with everybody. This is an amazing piece of machinery that also takes photos that are comparable to the phones, to the cameras that you're using as a professional photographer. Now, as an everyday photographer, someone who's just taking some fun photos, maybe to social media, has it been kind of a learning experience for you to play with manual mode, to learn about exposure and things? Has that been broadening for you?
Well, I'm really grateful that there's like an auto option, and then there's the manual, which for me, like if I'm doing something really quickly, we all know that photos and really good photos, it's important to get photos that you can take right away, because social media doesn't wait for anyone. So the quicker that you can post it, the better. But it's also good that you can take your time and learn, and also in between that, when I'm not taking photos, I can go back into my phone and then learn how to do the whole manual thing, and it's user-friendly, and it's something that I feel like it's easy enough to learn. But thank God for the auto.
Absolutely. Auto is fantastic. That's just the quick manual and auto. They're both used for very specific things. What's also really cool is that we've had phones in the market before that are really mainstreamed to having like a souped up camera. Like that's the best thing that it does. But the LG G6 is really something that is universally good at everything it does. You don't have to compromise a good camera for, less reception or less usability or ease of, mind or durability, everything we've been talking about. That this phone is all around across the board, has the specificity that you might be looking for with the usability that you definitely are looking for. So it's a really cool thing. And guys, that is it for this special launch day broadcast of LG Unboxed. I hope you laughed and learned, but if you just learned, that's okay too. And if you just laughed, I hope it wasn't at me. That's hurtful. Okay, but I know that you know that I have not forgotten about the LG G6 giveaway. So I'm just going to watch it on the desk. I love this desk. be very careful with this. So I'm just going to see what random name has been picked out of all the entries. That's all I'm doing now. Oh, I thought it was, you see what I was trying to do there. But I'm not drawing it out at all. I think this is fun, and you guys having fun?
I am.
I'd be nervous. I'm not going to be I'm not drawing this out at all. Oh, my goodness. Kelly Airholm is our winner of the new LG G6. Congratulations. This is incredible. Kelly Airholm, thank you so much. Now, make sure to follow the LG USA Mobile on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat for the latest about the LG G6 and all things LG, including their washer-dryer, which they don't have the same battery capacity, but also why is a washer-dryer having batteries? And don't forget to visit the full LG G6 page at www.lgusa.com/G6 to get the full scoop on everything you've seen today. Thank you so much for you two being here. We have Becky Yee and Eric Arriola. Thank you guys so much. And that is it until next time. But remember, life's good when you play more.
Yeah.
I love it. Why are you clapping for me, guys? Again, it's so much clapping.